Hello everyone. So here is my review on the Letraset Promarkers. Very much requested and very long time in coming. I only have these four. I just bought a few just to try out, just because I could, I guess, you know. Biggest thing, I guess, is price point. These are about $3.50 US a piece. You can get them in packs as well. A pack of 5 is about $16.50 US roughly. So the price point on these is good. They have a range of about 147 colors I found. So they've got a decent color selection. My biggest drawback with these, I do not like how they've got the lids. That just bugs me. I would like them to be like the same on each end. Of course, that also makes it easier to determine which tip you want to use, because the narrow lid is obviously the narrow tip, wide lid is the chisel tip. But that just bugs me. I'm so used to my Copics and other markers having like the colors on the end, so it's just easier to grab. So if you have these stored like on shelves, you're not going to be able to tell what color you've got. So that really bothers me. I don't like that. So that is my one kind of big thing with them. They did add a nice little notch to the pointed tip, because being round markers they could easily roll off, but having that little notch there would kind of stop it from like continuously rolling. So that was a good idea. Like I'd shown, they've got the like narrow pointed tip and then the wider chisel tip, just like so. And you always have to make sure you have the lid on, otherwise it'll just pop right off. Which is fine. Again, I'm very much used to the super brush nib on Copics, so that's what I personally prefer for coloring. But I've said it in other videos, I'm a Copic snob, so for me it's just harder to get used to other types of markers. But when it comes to price point, these are very good. I know these are, because these are based in, I think it's the UK, so I know they're a lot more popular over there, because obviously it's easier to get them. You're not paying a whole lot of money for them. If you don't have any alcohol-based markers at all, these are decent markers to get. They've got a good color range. These few colors I have are a little bit harder to kind of make a good judgment by. I tried to pick colors that were fairly similar to try and blend them together, but it's kind of hard to do when you're looking at a computer screen. If I'd maybe gotten a set or two, it would have been different. But they are decent. Kind of ignore this mess. This is when I did reviews on my black inks. I just used them to do a little bit of blending here and here. I found they bled a lot if I tried to blend too much to get these colors to work. But a lot of that can just be considered user error, you know, because I'm using fairly different shades of purple and I just used too much ink, but it bled quite a bit. When I tried it again here, it didn't bleed. I was more careful with them and whatnot. They do give a smooth color application, just like a good alcohol marker would. Like, you're not going to have streaks or anything like that. Like, you get a solid color. So they are nice markers. They're very saturated. Yeah, my biggest thing is I don't like the markers themselves. Like the lids, that just bugs me. I wish they had like just colors on the ends. That would make things so much nicer. Size wise, I don't care for this size of a marker. I have about kind of small to medium size hands, and larger markers like this, I find my hand hurts after a while if I'm using them too much. So again, that's kind of why I've always kind of preferred Copics, was just because they're smaller and it's more comfortable for me. But to each their own. They are decent markers. Lots of places carry them, so they're pretty easy to get your hands on. As always, I recommend the Memento Tuxedo Black ink for stamping your images for coloring. This is the best ink for any alcohol-based marker, in my opinion. So if you have the Promarkers, or you're planning on getting Promarkers and you need an ink if you don't already have this, I highly recommend the Memento Tuxedo Black. Best ink for using with the markers. It doesn't smear, dries instantly, great ink. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the Promarkers. If you guys have any other advice to go with them. If you've got them and really like them, like what you think about them, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Me only having these 4, I'm not, you know, by any means an expert on them or know everything there is to know about Promarkers. So yeah, if I've missed anything and you guys want to add that, just leave it in the comment section. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!